moving on still the blue light. Perfect. 10th grade, disengaging with shoulders. I can get my mare to do complete circles, and something we have worked on. It's something we worked on for a long time. But even in square dancing and the others, she doesn't want to easily move those shoulders. They are her sticky part. How can you help push them forward?
So we're talking about pushing the shoulders. So we have 3 buttons on a horse, 3 buttons only. And that combination of those 3 buttons is going to make everything, no matter how advanced you get in horsemanship, it's going to be some combination of those 3 things that's going to make it happen for you. Horsemanship is not more complicated than that. Button number 1, seam of our jean in our pocket, we're going to grab that horse's face. Okay, you have control of the horse's head. Button number 2, we're going to grab that horse's head and bring it towards his butt until we can move that butt. That's button number 2. Button number 3, the trifecta, is we're going to grab that horse's face and move that horse's shoulders by bringing its face towards its shoulder. So this is its butt, this is its shoulder. Very quickly, you can tell that because you see the front feet crossing over. That's what we want to see, is that we can do either or. If we were on the ground, we do the exact same thing in 1st grade whenever we're square dancing. And square dancing refers to moving its shoulders, moving its butt, moving his shoulders, moving his butt. From the ground, it's called square dancing. From the saddle, it's called the ballerina. Right now, we are talking about 10th grade, which is moving just the shoulders, and that comes from that 3rd button. And think about it just like this. If I bring his head to his shoulders as he's moving forward, the only way for him to get a release is to move his shoulders away. Where most people fail is they take away all the forward, and you got to remember, it's motion over maneuver. It's more important that he's moving than he gets there. Very quickly, he's going to want to move his shoulders away. If you have an issue with this, circle something, and the faster you go in the circle, like a merry-go-round, that horse is going to want to move outwards. I'm stepping into my outside stirrup, I'm taking my outside rein off, and that's going to want to make the horse move over. Bring him right here, bring his face to his shoulders. Very quickly, you can make a small circle and keep him bent to the inside, and as you sit to the outside shoulder, as you take your outside leg off and your outside rein off, very quickly, he's going to want to shift away with you. Very quickly, if you have control of the head, the butt, and the middle, the front, the back, and the center, that horse has no say in where you go. And that's exactly what we're looking for. More than the control of the horse, we're looking at your peace of mind that you really feel like you're in full control of that horse.
So in this video, you teach it from the ground. My biggest challenge is she wants to side pass instead. It's the body that doesn't want to bend. I was able to get some videos sent in for the Zoom. We'll see if we get there in time.
So if we're not getting this from the ground, the odds of you getting it under saddle are very slim. A lot of times, whenever we're not getting it from the ground, we're doing one of 2 things. We're not continuing to drive that horse forward, or we're not demanding that they respect our space enough. So for the real stubborn mare who's very square and straight, a lot of times I will grab that rein right there by the halter and use a crop. That horse will want to step away from me because I have the crop, but it will want to look at me because I have the rein. Very quickly, you have that same bend that you're seeing here from the saddle. You want to go back to 1st grade and fix that first, and then come back and try it in the saddle.
What's a good technique to keep them from walking forward? Haven't done this in a while, and it took a good bit to get actual shoulder moving instead of just walking. I'm putting pressure on the face and shoulder, trying to hold him back while walking forward to pivot more on the hind end. We get a few good ones on both sides, just not consistent.
Okay, so for this exercise here, we are not trying to spin this horse. We are trying to get that forward motion and move the shoulders over.
There, when you teach it from the ground in this video, it's like what we did with Tita in the front, where you're stepping and you're blocking that eye, and you're asking him to
Oh, you're asking the horse to spin.
This is your disengaging your shoulders video.
Disengaging the shoulders. So you're asking the horse to spin. Okay. Whenever we're looking for that, we want to get that horse where he is stepping out.
So, but from the ground is where they're struggling. You teach the video. These are more advanced than they're in your membership
Gotcha.
club. Like on the ground with them.
Okay. So
what you did, remember that video you did with
yep.
Tita?
So whenever I'm starting to spin from the ground, I want to be able to, the biggest thing that people mess up whenever they're doing this is they don't think about the face. They're thinking about the pressure back here, but they're not thinking about the face. Whenever you're trying to get that horse to spin, you want to bring your pressure here and bring that hand towards his face. As long as that hand is between you and his face, he's going to want to shy away from you. Where people mess up is their attention is here, and that horse is looking your way and he's not thinking shy away from you. By having that hand here to start and putting that pressure here, then we can come back here and put a button on that horse. Then we can get that horse moving off. The other thing that's very important is when we're looking at the face and driving that horse that way, we want to make sure that every time that he crosses over in the beginning that we give him a release. So if he's stepping under, the first step over that he gets, when we come here, good job, we're going to pet him. Good job, we're going to pet him. Very quickly in one session, in 2 sessions, he'll be able to spin faster than you can chase him around.
This kind of confused my horse, Coda. He kept trying to back up when I lifted my hand towards his cheek. I had to stay with him until he crossed over his outside leg to release.
Very common.
Okay, cool.
So if he goes backwards or he steps under or he sucks, just keep following the face. Because he's shying away, he's shying away, he's shying away. He steps over and away, he gets a release. Immediately we pet him, he's going to say, oh, that's what you're looking for.
My horse moves her shoulders for me in this, but does not do well with it in first grade with square dancing. So how do you, to get the freedom in the shoulder in that direction?
Okay.
Show us how you're getting that bend.
So whenever we get the first grade, we got to drive that horse forward. So this is a leg yield whenever we have the horse here. And we want to get that forward from the horse. So this is not a pivot. This is a leg yield. And we want to drive that horse's face towards its shoulder, like so. The key here is you need that forward and that respect of your pressure, but also you need their face to get soft. Where most people mess up is either they don't have any flexion or they shut that horse's forward down and then they can't get it. So that was what I was talking about. Sometimes if you have that stubborn mare who doesn't want to bend, that's what confused me is we're talking about a bend. When we're asking that horse to step around, we're not really looking for too much bend. When we're asking that horse to spin, when we're looking for a leg yield, we're looking for that horse to really be bent to move his shoulder over.
One of the horses turned so fast I had trouble keeping up with beside them. I used the lead rope to hold them back, but that seemed to confuse them. I need to get working on a nice balanced rate as he moves his shoulder in a circle away from me.
If your horse is an overachiever, we need to be on their back. Okay. If the problem is that the horse is spinning so well, I'm just doing this just for a session or 2, maybe 3 sessions for that horse to understand what we're asking, so immediately when we get on their saddle, they have an idea of what we're asking.
When moving a horse's shoulder, one of my mares resists by bolting forward or backwards. When I tug the lead rope, she pushes that shoulder back towards me. Is there another option to help her figure that out?
If we're asking for the spin, worry about their face, don't worry about their shoulder. Their shoulder will be a byproduct. Okay. What you'll see me, and in the video, I do want to put a button here, and I want them to know that this means spin, but if my first priority is for that face to move away from me, and they shy it from me, even if their face leads first, their shoulders will follow their head. So don't be afraid to get that head to shy away from you.